Well, welcome everybody and come on in. Miss Mary went to go have her a cigarette real quick before she gets started live. No sound. No sound? Oh, that's not good, Tony. Uh, I don't know how to fix that. Camera, audio. It's saying the audio is on. It's working. It's showing me that it's working. Okay, it said my speakers on StreamYard is working. Oh, it's working now? Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. uh, and anybody else whoever else is out there, welcome and thank you. Miss Mary's doing some crafts. She's got her stuff set up downstairs in the center there. You might see her out back here peeping in the window, waving if you look. And she's got the TV set with Christmas music back there in the fireplace, which looks really nice. It's their community room in the apartments where she lives at. So I got her side muted right now because one of her neighbors. Hey, my brother Joey, how are you, sweetie? Irene and Leo, hi, long time no see. Joey, your sister's getting better. I still a little congested in my chest and sinuses, but other than that, I'm good to go. I'm going to be finishing up doing a wreath here that I disassembled somewhat, but I'm going to be working on it. Oh, you're fine, Irene. I haven't really been on too many channels either lately. I was helping a friend at a restaurant, and well, I ain't doing that no more. So it took too much out of Miss Kim, so I have to let that go. But Miss Mary will be back joining us here shortly when she gets done with her cigarette, and I can unmute her and y'all can hear some of the music in the background. Oh, I'm sorry, my brother. Miss Tony, that's my brother Joey. That's the one I went to see in West by God, Virginia, as they call it. Hi, Sandy. It's been a long time. Thank you for joining me. And Miss Mary. You love my glasses? Yeah, ain't those snazzy? I can send you a link, my brother, and you can come up here with your sister if you want to. He gonna tell me no. Well, hi, Miss Baldwin. How are you doing? I know it's been a long time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here comes Miss Mary back. Let me unmute her.
No.
We're live, Miss Mary.
Hi. I just got invited for a beer by a drunk neighbor. And he can't hear. Bye.
No beer for you, Miss Mary. No beer. Been a little sick, Miss Baldwin, but I'm getting better. It was a long, rough weekend, but I'm getting better.
Oh, that's a fireplace. Did you freeze? Yes. I froze.
Okay, I'm experiencing technical difficulties, everybody.
I
No,
got,
get you back.
okay. Whoops.
We're live on StreamYard again.
Did we lose everybody?
No, there I go again. Are you kidding me?
Oh no, she's freezing again. Well, I'm still here. Maybe it'll be easier to get back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I may have to shut down the internet and turn it back on.
Okay.
Give me a couple minutes, everybody. Hang in there with me.
Can you hear this, everybody? I got it on my speakerphone, so I hope that maybe they could hear it.
Miss Kim is experiencing technical difficulties over here big time. Let me try to cancel that out. I don't know why. Oh, man. They just did it to me again.
Huh. Weird. Yeah, my phone has been doing that. It's been saying, you have internet. No, you don't. Hey, you know what? I have the perfect intermission for breakdown. Breakdown. Yeah.
Go for it.
Come into the tent. There we go. This is on the TV all the time. I just put it on the TV. Sometimes it's a, what do you call it? Sometimes it's a fireplace. Sometimes crackling. Now it's candles. It loops back and forth. I just dropped you on the floor. Sorry.
It's going to take a couple of minutes for my system to reboot back up because it completely shut everything down.
Okay, well, I can move this over and talk. If I can't, I could.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that, sis.
That's okay. Stuff happens. I know I saw Forrest Gump. But anyways, I was going to talk about scrapbooking and journaling and making junk journals. And so I have some things like, here are a bunch of stamps that I have, and this one's my favorite. It says find your way. Let's see, but they're all stamps. And then I have, handmade by me, of course. And my new favorite one is my feather. I love my feather. But then I have other things like little wooden bunny buttons and things, and I have little cloth leaves that I've cut and such. Wait, I didn't do that well. And
I got one light left to boot. It's waiting for it to boot up.
Okay, and what I was going to show you is you can buy like a very expensive, and I'm a cheapo, so you can actually buy. Like I have this was given to me. I didn't buy it, which is really nice. It's a scrapbook, and people just don't do this anymore, but it comes very simple and plain, and it has a pocket on one side for things, and I guess it's a double pocket. And these are all pages that are in plastic that you could take out and use and then put back in to finish your scrapbook. But, it came with a few things that were interesting. One were some stencils, which I don't see where I put them. But the other were like, you could tell I used one. It said happiness, but they're puffy. They're like 3D stickers, and they say different things. So, you can create certain themed pages and such. And you, instead of buying these, they're beautiful and all, they have little sayings and stuff. You can make your own. you don't have to buy these kits. They have a nice little background thing and some ABCs, but rather than you do these, there's a million ways you can make your own stuff rather than buy this stuff. So that goes over there. And one thing I like when you're doing the journals, I'm going to show you a few things that are finished, and I'm really green at this, so bear with me, but I'll show you my crummiest one first. I have made this little envelope, and let's see, I think I'll move my stamps and pull you a little closer. This, you see, it's old, funky looking. Actually, what it says up here, let's see, nothing can prevent your picture from coming into concrete form except the same power which gave it birth, yourself, by Genevieve Brind, which I'm sure I probably said that terribly. I'm going to glue it to something so the back doesn't matter. But then I have it so it's a pocket for in a journal or a scrapbook that you want to put something that you want to preserve, but you don't want to glue down. And just, I did some little, you can see on the inside, like those leaves there and stuff. And some stamping I did. And that's out of an old book, Little House on the Prairie, which is like really old. And then I put some words up above that, which is, oh no, this is what I did with it. I had a page of an old book from the Little House on the Prairie, in fact, and put it in there. It's all old and yellowed, and it kind of matched the envelope just to show you how it works and all, though. But these leaves here on the sides that I did, you can see that they're real light, but they're actually from this, which is what you make, they call it rice paper. This is what's left of some of it. It's hard to see on here. Wait, let me flip it over. You can see through it though. You see how you can see through it, right? This is just one that had sparkles. This started out as tissue paper, right? But I used glue, but it makes like stickers is what it ends up making. You have to glue them down, but nonetheless, it makes like stickers. I didn't use Mod Podge, that's why it ripped, but that one's only sparkles anyway. But you can make more of them, and I was going to show you how you can make them if you wanted to. I had some stuff ready, but here's a pocket that for like a scrapbook or journal. Another way to make a pocket that was just a piece of paper, but you have a pocket here, you have a pocket down here as well to put your little, maybe it was a great day and you got a picture you want to post, and you want to put your tickets to that concert that you met your husband of 45 years. 45 years later, they'll still be there, you know, but that kind of thing. And I can show
Mary,
you.
thank you for keeping everybody entertained. Sorry, everybody, I lost everybody because I was having technical difficulties. I was excited about my brother being in the chat room, and then I lost connections and
Right.
stuff. And I was talking to Ms. Baldwin and stuff. And but Mary, I appreciate you keeping everybody going there while I was experiencing my technical difficulties.
I know, right?
Mary, can you? Tony wants to know if you can see chat. She wants to know how to make that rice paper.
I was going to show you how to make it. Because it's so easy. It's so cool. I got some right here waiting to be made. I was going to send your link to my friend because she wanted it.
Right.
Deb in 207. Let's see.
Well, it says we got 6 people back in chat now. We went from 2 to 6, so, or at least 6 watching us anyway, for now, until we get booted off again or whatever.
Right. Let's get crafty. There it is. She's got it. I said, we are online. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how to make some. I brought the stuff all down here into the community room because it's brighter and got room.
There you go.
But yeah, that's what I spent some time making stuff in. Did you ever try one of these things? It's a water pen or a water paintbrush. It is the coolest. See how it's got water in the bottom of it and the handle?
Awesome.
And it's a paintbrush up here. You have to literally squeeze it to fill it. But when you want to do something like, say you want to tear something, but you can't get your scissors down there or whatever, but you want to get rid of, and it's like you're making with tissue paper. Here, in fact, I got a piece of tissue paper right here. I can show you. I'll do it. I'll aim it down so I can show.
Let me put you back up on Front Street there.
Okay. Like,
she's so talented, y'all. She's so
yeah.
crafty.
Here's an example. See this little pine branch? I love those. And I don't always want to be doing Christmassy stuff. So I want to get rid of the pine thing. So I use this water pen, water brush, whatever it is. And it helps you to be able to tear it apart. Oh, I got it doubled. Whoops, I didn't know that. No wonder it was weird. It's not funny. But yeah, I can take this and do the water around it like this. And it softens up tissue paper, right? And then you can pull it apart and get it apart without having to get scissors down close to something. And then when it's wet, it's more malleable, so you can get it away from there easier. But yeah, this little paint pen thing is kind of cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Mary.
Water pen, I guess, water thing. Funny. Look at this. I gotta show you. Can you see these? These are got to be the cutest little buttons you ever did see. I have a whole bunch of them. Aren't they neat? They're little wooden bunny buttons. Anyway, well, there goes more sirens. So
yeah.
It's dark out already.
Sorry. Neighborhood kids out there being loud. And it's always something around here. Never a dull moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can I have your YouTube channel? And I'm like, no, I have to do videos specifically for kids. I'm gonna have to do some videos for planting and gardening. That's what we can do, is some videos for kids.
Yeah.
Teach them how to do some planting and gardening. Give them some skills.
Right.
Some future skills. Miss Tony, how are you doing? Everybody in chat room, I hope everybody's doing well. Miss Kim's been a little under the weather this past weekend. I'm still recovering, but I don't have the C19 or none of that. I just got a little upper respiratory infection and a little sinus infection going on. But thank goodness I was smart enough to get on it right away and start treating the symptoms and taking care of that. So I'm going to be good to go. Take me while.
Well, we are cutting out a little.
Well, because it's not advisable. I might sit here and just nod out and fall right into something. So I need to get me a pair of snips because I forgot to get those.
That'll work. Hey, where'd she go? Okay, well, anyways, just
I'm
to
right
show.
here. I just said I had to go get a pair of snips. I got to snip this stuff off of here.
Oh, I thought you were gone, so I was going to talk.
Go ahead. You can still talk.
Okay. So anyways, let's see. I have this plastic. I made this journal I literally sewed all the pages together. I think there's 60 pages, but did it all myself, which is really cool. But anyways, it's just a junk journal that I'm making for a particular someone, and I saved the plastic from around something I bought at Dollar Tree, and used that to put in between so I could let it not worry about getting the paint on the other side. But like, oh, here comes a neighbor. So anyways, oh damn. So anyways, this I just using this to show you how you can do this. This is a pocket. Don't swear. Don't swear. On mine. This is my neighbor.
House.
Huh?
The microwave bowl
Yeah.
from Dania.
Okay, well not right now because I'm online. I'm doing the show.
It'll be a while.
So anyway, I use this just to show you how these are pockets in here that I made, which I can't see
What's your
backwards.
family?
But like that. No, I'm online doing a show.
What?
I'll write it down. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have a pen. I got a water pen. I have a paint pen.
See, this is comical because
Yeah, for a minute.
I'm over here trying to deal with kids and she's trying to deal with adults over there. So
I'm
this,
sorry.
this is Mary and Demeter's not just crafting but comedy show night too. So
Paint pen. I have a paint pen. Thank you to my great niece and nephew.
Is anybody alive in chat room? I guess they all disappeared. They all vanished on us, Mary.
I wonder what's going on.
We don't ran everybody off, man. We had a good little start. Now all of a sudden they vanished. Something about that just ain't right. How dare they do Miss Kim that way?
Go take it away. He's reading
Wow.
right now. Live.
She's alive. She's alive.
Live. So anyways.
That's cool. I can't type. I can't do anything.
But anyways, let's see. Where was I? I'll keep doing it.
Hi, Sandra. How are you doing?
And
We're trying to do some crafting, Sandra. Except I was experiencing technical difficulties, and
so was I.
So Miss Mary was trying to keep people entertained until I could get my system back up and running. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. What you got, Miss Mary?
That's like the library pocket card. Remember the library cards?
Oh yeah.
What that is. So I just use that to show you it's a pocket. But I got Princess Di and one of those rice paper things I made right there. Right. Why does my hand go the wrong way? And then because it's for my granddaughter, this is stuff I'm putting in there. This is my first one, so she'll get my first one ever. But I'm using the book The Secret to cut out portions from the book to put in the junk journal for her. So little things in her face here and there, you know.
Yeah, today was Mary's day off from work, and she said she was going to do some crafting today on her day off. And I said, well, I need to redo this wreath. So let's do. You want to do a live stream or you want to do it private? So we chose to do live stream. So, you know, if people hang around, they hang around. If they don't, they don't. You know.
Really?
I'm not going to be butthurt either way. So
So is it anybody, it says 3 watching? Is
Yeah.
that? Okay, cool. That's good. Okay. So now Tony wants to see how to make that rice paper.
Sure, I'll put you up on Front Street and you can show her.
Alrighty. I will get my stuff out and be ready.
You might have to readjust your laptop so she can see what you're doing.
Right, I am. I'm just grabbing my stuff and getting ready here. Okay. This is probably the best I got. I'll be working right here. Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's
we can see you.
Okay. And I have different things here. Now I took my stamps that I just bought because I got so excited. And I had some plain, see, I have all these different things that I want to make the rice paper out of. But I had plain white paper. So what I did was I took my stamps and I stamped all over. I only have one color of ink, but that's pretty antique looking. So I stamped all over this, and I can cut them out in different ways and use them. They'll be clear. All the white will be clear when you're done. So you'll only see what you've stamped on there. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And I have this mat. A lot of people take the inside of a cereal box, the plastic wrapper your cereal comes in, and they cut that to have open it up flat to have a big piece of plastic. But I bought this mat one time on clearance, and I didn't even know what the heck it was. So now I have a use for it. Which is so funny how that went. So I got a big fat old paintbrush. And I figure already I'm going to put this like right here because I got a bunch I'm going to do later and fill it up. And I found out you can use, if you peel off the back of your contact paper, you can use the backing of that's the shiny, slippery side. You can use that stuff too, so don't throw it away. I love anything cheap.
What kind of glue you got there, Miss Mary?
I got my Dollar Tree glue here. Of course.
Dollar Tree glue. Just
like the Elmer's glue or whatever, kind of. All right.
Yeah.
And then I leave this. I'll usually put this in front of my fan and hang it over chair backs and line my chairs up. That's what I've been doing. But yeah, you just cover it. And because this surface that I'm using right here in particular is so super slippery, after I get it all covered with my glue, just before I go to slap down that paper gently, I run my brush up and down it just to make sure that the whole thing is covered, right? Like this. I just swish, 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 sit down the paintbrush and get this out and lay it down careful. And pat, 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 pat. Now,
Sandra, Miss Mary is very crafty. She comes up with all kind of nifty ideas, and she watches all types of videos. So some of y'all ladies out there on YouTube that do arts and crafts and stuff, if you don't know about this, Miss Mary's showing.
Yeah.
So, and those of you that do, feel free to share with some of the others that don't, that may enjoy doing that, making the rice type paper.
Now,
so she laid it down on top of the glue she put on there, and now she's going to recover it. Hi, Suburban.
And I have a nice
soft brush
to use. Hi, Suburban. I haven't been online in a long time. But yeah.
Oh, no, now my computer's going to act.
All right. Well, you cover this all, and then I hang it to dry and overnight, and it comes out to be like this stuff here that you can see through and all. That was a birthday one.
Right, Sandra, right. Suburban, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I know it's been a while since I did a live stream, and Miss Mary and I were talking. She was talking about doing some craft, and I asked her if she wanted to do a live stream because was going to work on this reef. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I was going to work on it. But I'm busy watching Mary like you guys are, so I'm not even interested in doing the reef. I'm just watching Mary.
Okay. Now what I'm
I can
doing
learn a
here,
lot from that lady, right?
what I'm doing right now is to make it easier to peel this up in the end, so it doesn't like get it rip or anything when you're trying to peel it off. I just use my paintbrush and I go around. I learned this from the other ladies online, loving these people that know how to do stuff. And
Hello, old Ghostface, and welcome. Sorry, Mary.
oh, okay. Well, anyways, you do this all the way around this, and it creates a little bit of a bump there. And then when I usually go over mine to flatten, to smooth the bump out like this best I can, and smooth the stuff out, the glue, whoop, whoop, and
What is that stuff?
glue,
Oh, come on.
and
I
then
didn't know.
and then it makes it so much easier to peel off of the paper, off of the backing, but it comes off so easy when you have a nice, don't use wax paper. I tried it. Nope. That's a no. That did not work, but it was an attempt to see if it did, so it was okay. But there we go. That can sit overnight and hang up to dry, whatever, and it will make the rice paper that you saw.
Nice.
And it's so easy. See how easy that was? And Dollar Tree glue or Dollar Tree Mod Podge. I have another thing just like this full of Mod Podge, and then I have another one, this full of glue.
Oh, I poked myself with a wire. I got to go get me a Band-Aid. I'm bleeding.
Oh, dang.
Something minor.
So,
Serious.
well, anyway, Miss Tony, that's how you do that. Let's see, what else was I gonna do? Yeah, I did this one. I did this from a napkin, a little girl's birthday party napkin. I don't know if you see it, but you can see right through it. So I was gonna use some of the pictures from it to use for these. And actually, so now I'll set this aside since I did this. It showed you how
That's nice.
it'll come out like that, clear. There we
Can
go.
you sew?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, check this out. You want? Oh yeah, here's something I made. Ooh, I'm gonna put the chair on my toe. Here's something that I'm working on. This is my tissue paper. That's not what I'm working on. This is a bag from Trader Joe's, just the grocery paper bag, right? And so far, I'm not done with this, but so far I have used that technique on this. But before I did, I used glycerin or whatever with water to soften. It makes the material really soft. But then what I did was I adhered cloth to it. And then I make this, and I'm going to make things to attach it. And I totally want more Trader Joe bags because the back of the bag is so cool. I really love the backs of the bags with the old pictures. But it says, I have a part cut out that I'm going to use later. That says, recycle this bag, TraderJoe's.com. Well, I am recycling the Trader Joe's bag. So when I'm done with it, it'll look really cool. I have stuff for the edging. I'm going to sew it and everything that make it look real good and last forever. My fake leather. But you just asked me sitting here if there's another card I had made for a journal card or a scrapbook.
Mary, can you hold on just a minute and let me say something there to Miss Suburban? Suburban, I send my deepest condolences to you and your family, and so sorry that you lost your mother, sweetheart. I know it's tough.
Christmas card?
No, a journal, like scrapbooking.
Okay, baby. It's okay. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi. And again, we're really sorry about the loss of your mom, sweet. And I'll keep you and your family in prayer.
Hey,
That's cool.
I got
Oh,
my
I cut off my head.
I just go, I don't win.
But anyway, here's one of
We love you, Suburban. We love you.
Oh, my paintbrushes. Now I'm gonna go wash my paintbrush. I'll be back.
Okay.
Clean out the glue.
Miss Mary's got one of her neighbors down there bugging her. So she said he's deaf. He can't hear. So she has to write stuff down on paper for him to listen to read. But I think she said he offered her a beer, but I told her no, she don't need no beer. So, and my little brother Joey, thank you for stopping into the live stream. If you're out there watching now, I'm sorry for my technical difficulties, and sorry that we lost Sandy and others that was in the chat room. But I got you back. I muted just a second there while you stepped away.
Okay. I was running water in the little area there.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Seriously? Mary, I don't know if we're going to be able to stay on here from 3:30 until closing time or what, because my computer keeps glitching. But I'm busy watching Mary like everybody else, and I'm not even interested in doing my reef.
Okay. So anyways, my neighbor over here was asking me if I sew. And so I said, well, yeah, I sewed this book together so far. This is the beginning of one. I just have one ready for when I got my covers done. But it's all been sewn together on the inside.
How did you sew it together, Mary?
Needle and thread.
Needle and thread. Oh.
Okay, I take
a few pages at a time.
I have one at another stage. So here we, oh wait, not that folder, this folder. Next one up should be, yeah.
I'm gonna have her all confused. I'm gonna have her all confused.
No, I'm organized, girl. All right, in fact, I can show you. I didn't bring my needle and thread down, but this is regular printing paper, typing paper. We used to call it typing paper, but they call it.
You didn't see what Tony put in the chat room, did you, Mary?
No.
Tony put a message in the chat room. She said, "Be careful saying yes, Miss Mary. You might want to use your pants."
So and then I started to try to incorporate different kinds of pages in, because I want something different throughout the whole book, right? And that's where these will come into. But what I did was, like this one, I took a legal pad, which I had a same size as your regular paper, and I folded it, and I fold each page in. Now I do 5 pages a piece to get the needle and thread through. And what I do is fold a piece of paper in half, right? Which this is actually wrapping paper, but I like the hearts. So anyways, it's going to be a smaller page in there, but it's really cool. I'll trim it, but all of it will be trimmed eventually anyways. But then you go through and you have these. Now, when you get to when you're going to sew it together, whoop, whoop, you get all your 5 pages together, right?
Yeah.
And then you decide, like this, I have a nice huge needle, and I can go through this paper really easy. It's not that hard. And so you tie a knot in the end of your thread. You come through and try not to make your hole any bigger, and then let your knot set. I usually double my knot and let your knot set. They usually start it from the outside edge, and you come in through, and then you go back up, and you do this every maybe inch and a half, depending on what you want, how much time you want to put into sewing it.
Right.
And then you get to about the same distance you were from the other end. And then you come up through the outside, if that's where you ended, say you ended on the inside, you come up through the outside and you go back down through the same hole that you were before. So you make a big long stitch. So now when you get done with doing this back and forth on this side, it will look like one long string down the edge, right?
Right.
And then when you do that, then you pick up your next 6, you find your middle, your 5 or 6, whatever you use, find your middle, you line it all up and hold it good and tight, and you proceed with the same thread to go through it. And you keep doing this until you've sewn your book together like you want it. And then there you go. And then I got one of those from Dollar Tree.
No, my brother put clips on them.
I like that. That's cool.
So
you can put them any old place.
Yeah, that's why I just stuck one in my hair.
Right? Any place. So there's unfinished ones. But anyway, that's how you do that. And it's really satisfying to say, like, not only say, I made this journal, but I even sewed it together. I literally scratch. So that's kind of cool. I like that. But
yeah, very impressive, Mary. You got all kind of skills, woman.
You give me a minute. You give me a minute, and I see something cool, and I want to know how. Give me 10 minutes later. I'm going to tell you how I did it.
Yeah.
But this was a piece of cardstock paper, is what it started out as, and I decided to try my new little tool here, and do some embossing, because I had never done embossing before. Well, the first thing I did was words. And of course, then you call that debossing, because the words, when I flip it over and it's embossed, it's great, the words are backwards. So,
well, Tony, the other 2 people that was in the chat room dropped out, I guess, after you dropped that. But yes, we do talk about other stuff. We don't gossip. Like people think we got better things to do with our lives. So, we learn from each other. So,
and I learned from my mistakes, because this was my first mistake, my first attempt. You don't attach the front of your book to the back. You don't bind it until you put your stuff in it. Then you put your binder on. So, and there's a whole different process. But I did make this really cute little folder, which is cloth lined, and I used, to reinforce this, I used this gold clear, really cool ribbon from Dollar Tree again, of course, and because I work at Dollar Tree. But this material used to be a really big, ugly skirt that somebody had, and it was cut down into pieces. And so eventually the pieces were passed down, and I got them. So this is what I'm doing with these pieces that unknown person. But I learned things like, when you're making this and you want to wrap it around after you've done with your inner panels, make sure you've got extra room, because I did not really, where is it? See, I did not leave myself very much leeway. And so right here, I will probably have to more tightly attach it, but just right there. But nonetheless, this is really cool. And I was thinking, if I could take this and moisten it so it'd be soft again, because it's just cardboard box that I used to make my inner panels. So if I got it slightly damp, and then I put a straight line, and I could fold it away from the middle binding seam and fold it a little on each side away from it. Now I would have something that you could picture. It would go across and down and across. And then I could make little loops in it for, like, putting art supplies or paintbrushes or something in it to carry with you in your in your in your Trader Joe's. I'm thinking.
Hey, that's an awesome idea.
So as I make a mistake, I steer myself towards I don't like to waste a thing, and that's what this is going to wind up being. So there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys see, you ladies see, this woman is a woman of many talents. And
This is garbage.
and Sandra, you and Tony both are right. You know, we got better things to do with our life than to sit backstage and gossip about others.
I know we have our fun worrying about what we're doing.
And I'm not going to get into any of that because me and Miss Mary, we decided to come on here and have a little bit of fun and to spend some time with each other and spend some time with folks in the chat room and whoever else wants to pop in, but we ain't hear about all that. They can take a long walk off a short plank as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for all that. He said, she said, drama this, drama that. And
I think I heard that song.
my kids got the book. I'm not a drama mama. Okay.
Oh.
It's a llama drama mama is what it's called.
You know what, Tony? That's kind of cool idea. We could do that. Different craft of the week. Who knows? I mean, yeah.
Miss Mary's more crafty than I am.
I'm just
gonna put it out there. She's more craftier than I am. I don't do as many crafts as I used to do. I used to love doing crafts, dry flower arrangements, and I have. Oh, Miss Mary would have a fit. She's probably got some of this stuff right here. But hold on. Let me put me.
No, I don't have that.
I got them from the Dollar Tree.
Oh, when? Oh my gosh, probably because they don't have any now. Oh,
and then
beautiful.
Packages of butterflies.
I have maple leaves. I'm just starting, so I'm.
And these pretty red butterflies.
I love those. Oh. I used to have butterflies for my hair made out of feathers. Coolest things ever.
And what else I got? Oh.
Oh, I love that. Ah, and that was in the craft department. I run. Yeah. Oh, I look so fast. And then I run to the register and sign in.
I got, what else I got over here?
Everybody go apply for a job at Dollar Tree.
Tony said you'd be a good spokesman for the Dollar Tree.
If things get broken and they fall to the floor, and some of them can be used in crafting, well, they're free game when they're garbage because they're sweeping them up and throw them away. So I come home with all kinds of tidbitties. Oh, I love that one too. I am a super butterfly lover.
Oh. This one come off the thing. I think one of the kids opened them or something.
Okay.
But it can still be used.
You should come and hang out, and we should craft together. You got some crafty tools there. Woo, I could see what I could do with them in 10 different places already.
And I got little beads and stuff that jewels and stuff that you can put on stuff.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want those. Did you get those at the Dollar Tree too?
No, I forget where my girls got this stuff at. I've also got in the back room, you know how you can buy those little beads to put necklaces and stuff like that together? Mm-hmm. I've got a whole bunch of that stuff back there.
Nice.
A whole bunch of it. So we have different types of stuff, and I'm just looking.
I went in Joann's yesterday looking for the ink pad and the stamps, and looking for
Mary. I did have more big jumbo sticks.
Oh, you do? Yep.
Yep, they were in the bottom. And there's my little glue stick. So
nice. Nice.
And my other glue guns. And then we have
Oh, we got a fireplace in it.
these little beads stuck to the thing. So
You know what? You just reminded me of something.
these are what's in here. I just reminded you of what? And then there's
Something I want a Dollar Tree.
some little stickers with some names and stuff on them for like scrapbooking and stuff like that.
You know, I probably spent more money at Dollar Tree last month than I earned at Dollar Tree.
Oh my goodness, Mary.
You know, I so could be. I when I am running things by my register, I'm like, oh my God, where did you find that? That brand new today. I haven't seen those yet. And Sadie's like, no, I haven't seen those either. And she's like, oh, they're over there. So then it's like, oh, I got to put stuff away over there. Where is there stuff that's got to be put away over there so I can get there before they're all gone? Some things just go really fast. Those things I like to do, wood burning, my favorite ones are the ones that still have the bark on them. And there's oval, there's round, which is a nice size. And then there's square or rectangular ones. And they're all $1.25. But I like those. I don't know. That just gives them more character to still have that. But as soon as they're in there, buy them.
Mary, Uper said hello to us. Hi, Uper. How are you doing?
Uper.
Thank you for stopping in. We're just sitting here shooting the breeze and talking, listening to Mary talking about crafting
and Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has made a monster of me. I love Dollar Tree.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Dollar Tree, man.
You know what? I have some Dollar Tree paper bags from the register that when I carried stuff home full of craft stuff. And I'm going to make me a Dollar Tree thing, like I'm working on when I'm done with my Trader Joe's one. But Dollar Tree needs to add something to the back of their bags. They're nickel a piece. I'd buy a whole bunch. Seriously, if I could go.
I got my crazy cutting scissors, with the crazy cutting edges.
Yeah, I got some of those.
I got a few pair of different ones, cuts different zags and stuff.
Yeah, I bought a set of those. I love those. Do you remember when I was telling you I did my son's wedding invitations?
Yes, ma'am.
I used these funky scissors it's kind of a lacy looking sort of thing, right? On it. Not this one in particular, so I used that when I folded over their invites. I folded them exact, but then I took those scissors and I went along and I snipped out that decoration on the edge where it shuts on the front part. And it was all Irish themed wedding. So on the RSVP, I printed it out. It was completely green. Yeah. So the green showed all the scalloped edges from cutting the edge on the front a little back, and it showed through it by folding it up, the invite, and then putting the RSVP card inside of it. So It came out really nice.
Uper, I have to say, I've missed everybody.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I don't get on YouTube much anymore.
It's my day off.
But when Miss Mary has a day off and if she wants and to get on a live stream again and do some more crafting, we can do that.
I dropped some bunny buttons.
Uh-oh.
I love it. Hopping off the table.
Oh, and by the way, Uper, that was a nice deer you got the other week. I like that.
Yeah, I did catch that.
Yeah, I can't remember if I left you a comment or not. But
I don't either. I've been in a rush through my days.
I've just gotten to where I haven't been watching a lot of videos or nothing. I've had other things going on in my life, so now it's time to take a break and kick back. The kids are fixing to be out of school from the 16th of this month until January the 6th or something like that. So they're going to have a long winter break. So, and Tony, don't start yelling at me because I'm fixing to smoke a cigarette.
Oh,
Hey, Mary's like, oh God, I'm going to have to go outside. Thank you.
no, I have to go upstairs to my apartment, roll one, and then go outside.
Oh,
I didn't bring it.
I have to clean out my craft room. It's become well, I know how that is Sandra. That's
You
what
have a craft room. Oh, I'm jealous. I have to remove all the bins from over here and bring them to surround myself in my tiny little apartment, and then bring them all and put them all back. And I'm coming up with this little system to arrange it all. And
You're calling my doctor? Well, good luck. He told me he hoped I stayed sick so I quit smoking. I told him thank you, but I don't think so. I'm going to fight it. I was on it right away. So, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And I'm not smoking a whole pack of cigarettes. So, when I start smoking a whole pack of cigarettes again, then you can start bitching at me, okay? But
I never smoke a pack. I roll my own. I smoke a whole bag. A pound. Smoke it by the pound.
Look at that face you give me in that chat room with that meme.
Uh-oh.
And yeah. And StreamYard, it's just a white square. No wonder I missed them. StreamYard, it just shows a blank square, little square. When somebody puts a meme or something in there. But I love it. I love all of y'all, and I've missed talking with everybody. Miss Baldwin and my brother Joey. I'm glad that he stopped in to say hello. I was actually surprised that he said anything in the chat room, but that just tickled me to death. To have one of my family members, other than my girls, stopping in and saying hi.
Right.
And Linda, my daughter, she's pretty crafty.
Yeah, we could all get together on one.
Yeah. Well, that's if she can get herself together. She's been frustrated with work, trying to redo the YouTube channel and their Facebook channel and stuff for the shop where she works at. Yeah, I hear you. For me neither. I'm not trying to build mine either. I like mine with this little small group that we got, and I'm thankful for the ladies that do pop in and hang out and
I haven't
chat.
had time to mine.
I told Miss Phyllis that we were doing a live stream. I emailed her and told her she's probably dealing with her husband with Gerald and stuff. So you still keep her and her husband in prayer because she's going through a lot right now. And I think Sister Malachi is going through some changes. Her husband's been sick and stuff, so keep her and her husband in prayer as well. And there's a lot of people that need prayer all around the world. And we just have to pray for those, even if we don't know who they are or nothing about them. Pray for them anyway.
Right.
Because it never hurts to pray.
No, God, they're praying for us.
Yeah. Well, the U.S. crashes, everything else crashes.
Yep. And they're watching everywhere. They're watching us.
Yeah.
Ripping my napkin to pieces here. My little napkin.
What you gonna do with that, Miss Mary?
I'm going to use it in decorating things for the little journal for my granddaughter.
Gotcha.
I mean, pink crown, how appropriate there. You can see it.
I see it.
And then there's, which I'll cut out better. I'm just separating them right now, but pink hearts.
Oh, wait, see, that's where you should use your little water pen thing.
No,
And
this is already rice papered.
Oh, she done rice paper.
See, this was a napkin, but you see how that is?
Yeah,
It's-
it'll break. You keep flipping it like that.
Well, it was just a napkin from the Dollar Tree. I got a whole package of them.
Quit flipping it off.
I love that I have this whole crown, but I have this partial crown, and I think if I wanted something peeking out of a corner, I could use this partial crown here.
Yes, Tony, that's right. God knows the needs of every person.
God knows what goes on in the minds of Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Even the little dot.
Oh,
ones.
look, see, I spoke my daughter Linda up there. She is in chat room. Hey, sweetie. Hi, Joey.
I like that. Why I like it like that? I'm gonna hang on to that one.
Glad you stopped in. Miss Mary's showing us how to make homemade or rice paper and
Alrighty. Yeah, let's see. I'll do somewhere right on her
I'm
little
gonna put
journal.
that out.
A little bit quickie with a heart somewhere. Yeah, I got some cool pages that I made. I mean,
Put it out, Tony. Social media can be a double-edged sword. Yeah, I call it the web of deception. You know, the internet is a good thing because I met some really great people, but I also call it the web of deception because it really is. It's very, very vindictive and deceptive, especially to the kids. You know, especially to the kids. So you need to limit the time on their phones and pads and computers.
or people brand new on the internet too. People brand new on the internet don't always get it right away either. Like when I was new.
Okay, Youper. Well, honey, thank you so much for stopping in, and we love you, brother. And you're welcome in anytime. Everybody's welcome as long as everybody behaves and don't
My neighbor.
Oh, now your
He
neighbor
was-
didn't mean no harm. He was just curious what you were doing.
And he can't hear. It's
Yeah.
really hard. And then when I did tell him, he's still, because he's drunk, he doesn't quite fathom what exactly, because he's sitting here going, well, can you sew? You can do that. Okay. Can you type? And I'm like, what is he trying to hire me? But
That's what Tony said. He might need you to sew up some of his pants.
well, then he wanted to know if I had a microwavable bowl. Did you catch that? He did that like outdoors when I was having a cigarette. I finally figured out what he wanted. He made lasagna, and he wanted to give me a piece.
Oh,
I hope
okay,
he,
Sandra. Thank you, baby.
I hope he made
Love
it sober.
Thank you for stopping in and visiting with us for a little bit, baby. I hope you're doing well, you and your family.
But yeah.
Linda, where did you go? Okay, Sandra, that's fine, sweetie. You're good, honey. Thank you. You're such a sweetheart. I've lost 13 pounds and I've lost over 6 inches in my waist in the last 45 days or so.
I need a restaurant job.
Trust me, when you work in a restaurant, you don't want to eat. You eat before you go, or you won't eat at all.
Very true.
And I just don't really have a big appetite like I used to have. And some of it has to do with having to finish getting dental work, and somebody else is fixing to get some dental work, and I pray that everything works out good for her and stuff. And she knows if she needs anything, just give us a shout, and we'll see what we can do to get it taken care of.
Does that look antique-y yet?
Well, let me put you up on Front Street and let's see. Oh yeah.
You know, I'm watching the ladies and they have all these tools, and I saw 18 something for a little starter pack, and it has this little brush thing that's kind of shaped like this, that when they use it to antique, they just kind of can brush around the sides and swirl, you know, with the ink pad and all. But I don't have one. So where did
Oh, hi, Arkwild man. How are you?
So I took
Thank you for stopping in, sir.
nice
I
to
gotta
see you,
catch
Art.
up on some of your videos.
I didn't know where the handle went, but you know those little sponge paintbrushes you buy in a packet at the Dollar Tree once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I took off the wooden handle. I just grabbed the plastic part in it and took it off. And I've been using this on my ink pad until I can maybe get one or see what they're made out of. But then I used this to do the antiquing and around the edges and stuff of the pages.
Tony said, you can use coffee or tea, right, too, to make it look antique.
I would have done that before I actually sewed it together. I'm learning my mistakes now. You know,
check this arrowhead out.
I like that. Wow,
that's one of the newer ones.
That's big. You could still hook that onto a spear and chuck it.
Yeah, we got this one. We went up to Pigeon Ford.
Wow.
So, and there's let's see. Sydney's big pink quartz that she got.
Ooh. Dang.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
There went my coffee over the computer. Zzz, zzz. No.
No, I'm glad it didn't hit the keyboard. I had it moved. But yeah, and then she got her some nice little crystals and stuff as well. She got her a bunch of them over here. She got bags of stuff over here. But yeah, I wanted to show that arrowhead to Art there while he was in the chat room.
Hi, Art.
We just missed Uper. He stopped in for a few minutes. He said he had to go feed his animals. And there's something I don't understand. Why does it seem like everybody on YouTube is complaining, or not really complaining, but people are wanting to continue to have drama on YouTube? I mean, for Pete's sake, there's enough drama out here in reality. Do you really have to have it on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I try to stay away from all that crap, but I've noticed a lot of YouTube channels are dealing with some kind of drama within their communities, and I think it stinks, but some people aren't happy unless they're causing drama. But
as the lady who went to the hospital and came back 2 weeks later and was dying of cancer said, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And it's kind of interesting when it comes down to the end of your life and it's coming very quickly because she's given 2-3 months maybe to live.
Right.
How small everything is surrounding that moment in time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to start hot gluing some stuff on this roof, I think.
There you go. I'm still doing my thing. It'd be like, oh, look, see? Yeah.
Try to get something accomplished with this roof, but I'm more interested in what you're doing over there.
I'm trying to come up with ideas to go through. I made a 60-page book here, but there's that one of those puffy things that I used from the actual scrapbook material that was already made. But if you print out something like that and you want to use it in a 3D puffy sticker kind of thing like that, you see how that is?
Yeah.
It's puffy. Wait a minute. Here's my finger. it's squishy. You get those, there's at the Dollar Tree again, funny, but you can get those things that are puffy but sticky on both sides, and you can stick them to the wall and you can stick something to it or whatever. Well, you can use those to build puffy stickers with.
Right.
And I thought, I'm looking at these and I'm like, how easy that would be to make these, and they cost so much. So out of garbage, literally, I'm going to show you something weird. Now, this might give you, like, I don't know, but it's just how it is. This is how I figured out how to arrange stuff, like cut out pictures and sketches. I've just started arranging, like, here's little bits of things that I have cut out from different things that I'm going to use later on down, the road, and some from some old stuff. And then I have some magazine pictures that I like that I thought, well, I could actually make a page insert with that. And this is off of one of those gift bags that you put like snacks in and hand out to everybody when they leave the party kind of thing. And I freaking love the truck. It matches
Awesome.
my, only it's Christmassy color. But yeah, here they are. Like, okay, this bag is where I got my Christmas flowers from, the ones I used on those little, these,
Oh, hi, Ashley. How are you doing, stranger?
they're there. That's where I got those flowers, was just from these bags at
Uh,
Dollar Tree.
yeah, it's been a while since I've been live, sweetie. And Miss Mary over there, she was off today, and we were talking about doing crafts, so we decided to do a live thing. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing good. Was a little sick for a couple of days, but I'm getting better. Nothing serious. So thank the good Lord.
And I don't have a whole lot, but I absolutely love them. And if I had a lot, I probably still wouldn't have a lot because I'd use them all up. But I have a folder that is all wherever I can get them. And I found this at the Dollar Tree. Is that not pretty? It's 3D.
Oh, let me see.
It's like 3D. And I think it would go great along a binder of a book that thick.
Oh yeah, that's
So I'll
nice.
work my way up to it. And
Oh look, see, she
I
got
love
all
the
these butterflies.
butterflies, ooh, and they sparkle because I'm like a squirrel. I like shiny things.
Oh, you having pizza tonight? You go, Ashley.
And
Are you
this
having a beer or wine with it?
this was
Probably
like
having a beer with it.
second in the clearance at Joanne Fabrics because you can see some of the sparkles have gone haywire
Yeah.
all over. So I got it, but it's iron on, and I thought, well, I personally could rearrange those little suckers and make it anything I want.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I what I'm showing you is like how the types of things that you can use and tuck away and how easy they are to organize these things. Like this is funny. Let's see. Oh, here they are. This was my first attempt. I was telling you how I made that mistake where I embossed and it was words. So it comes out, looks good there, but it comes out backwards. So I debossed and then I painted it over. And I think if you're gonna emboss something and you want to paint it, I kind of think I should paint it first.
Yeah.
And because when it gets wet, it kind of softens and lessens the effect of your embossing. Because that was better before I put the paint on. It was tougher looking. But I tried to make them look metal, so I used silver paint on them. And
No spam calls. Sorry.
so that was my first attempt. That right there in testing paint and testing everything. This is some card that just, I don't know, it came from somewhere, and I guess it's a game card, but there's no game. Affirmators.
You'll find use for
But
it.
I'm trying to use for it as a little girl's thing, little girls like unicorns.
Ashley, Have you been fishing lately? Some red wine sounds delicious right now.
And
I
I have
hear you.
another one. This one is not too full yet, but
Tequila sunrise sounds good too right now, but I'm not gonna have one
this is words. This is my
right
folder.
now.
I've labeled words. And there's all these things. Some of them on the back, some of them will be words, and I'll have something left over, or like something from work that I might want to cut a chunk out of to use. And
Right.
that's my to-do list at work. I get every night and different things. I don't know. There's a UPC code from Voila gift wrap. Voila. and I have like
Phyllis, where are you?
old book pages that fell out of the books. So I have the pages that, and I use for the pictures. And because they're old and yellow, I'll take those.
Miss Tony's not getting her evening nap.
Uh-oh. And my plastic, I saved all these.
Unless she went to sleep on us, because I ain't seen her say nothing in chat in a while.
I save all these plastic wrappers because then when I want to put something in a page and I want to glue it, but I'm afraid I might have loose glue, I stick those over it. So I can sit on it, I can close it and sit on it. I have cards, like a folder with just cards of like things that I pick up here and there with pictures and different cool, maybe a cool saying on it or something. I have a folder now with used tea bags that I have opened and washed,
Yeah. Oh, nice. Ashley, I understand what you're saying. I was helping a friend of mine at their restaurant, and they kind of some of the ladies was telling me here that they thought that I was being sucked in, and I did.
Yeah.
Overdid myself, and but I told them that's it. I'm done. I'm too old to be trying to work and do all the stuff they want. It's not worth the headache. I don't mind going up and helping out every once in a while, but no, that is.
Tissue paper folder. I cut it down into pieces to fit in the folder. And then I have pieces that I use to make the rice paper with and stuff that you can see through, which is cool. But anyway, so I keep it all separated, and that's how I've so far come to organize this stuff, is folders.
Well, you're better organized than I am, I'm gonna tell you.
This is the old 25 years of being a secretary that comes back at you.
You was a secretary?
Yes, ma'am. I went out on National Take Your Secretary to Lunch Day. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That dries. I'm dying to use those ones I made. I like those.
Oh man, I got that little booger turned
I'm
off.
having fun making pages. It's kind of cool, doing that.
That's awesome.
They come
I'm
out.
impressed with all the stuff you do. I'm gonna tell you, I am.
I can't sit still. I'm that hyperactive little kid that never sat still and never shut up. Oh yeah, and I got this, and that I made that I embossed, and down the middle of the stem of it, I cut it open. I embossed it all the way through to make, and then I glued it in to make a pocket right there. So then I was going to take this leaf and kind of stick it coming out of the pocket just so you can tell that there's a pocket there on that page, which is kind of cool. And I antiqued the pages and all that so far. But yeah, in fact, I'll do that now.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have I have half a piece of this I can use.
I'm gonna tell you what, hot glue's hot.
Yes, it is. That is the truth.
And it
I'm
sucks
using,
to get it
I
on your
got
fingers.
my gun. I got the Dollar
Yeah,
Tree.
Ashley, she is very organized. She is.
Well, I was just trying. I organized it last night just because I haven't had a lot of it that long. I put a box. I took a little box that said, because I live in this place has 40 apartments, and so I took the little box and I covered it with, of course, where did I get it from? Dollar Tree construction, or that not construction contact paper that looks like wood. So I covered the little cardboard box with that, and then I took it and I put it in the hallway and I marked it unwanted junk mail. Thank you. So I could get
So
there,
her neighbors could leave all the junk mail.
so I can have it
That's
for
pretty
craft
cool.
day.
I should tell that to one of my other neighbors that lived back behind me in another building.
Yeah.
She's always asking for magazines and stuff like that for doing scrapbook and stuff like that.
Put out a bin somewhere.
I'm like, why you ask? I don't get magazines. I mean, sometimes I get other people's magazines, but I
There.
don't order
Nice.
magazines
Where is
myself.
it that? Ta-da! I made it coming out of the hole, the pocket that I made. Let's see. There it is. That's how you can tell it is a pocket by putting something in that darn thing. Yep, that's a pocket. And it goes along the stem to go like that. Oh, that's how I did that one.
Hot, hot, hot. It's hot.
My glue stick ain't very hot.
My glue stick's hot.
My glue stick's hotter than your glue stick.
You ain't using your glue stick, Mary.
I know, I'm using a glue stick, not a glue gun, a hot glue gun or whatever.
Well, I can't use a regular type glue on a reef. It's kind of hard.
Don't want that in any of those pages.
Got a few of those on there. Now what else I want to put on there? We're gonna put some silver.
I like that there.
I don't got many of these. I only got 3. Oh, that stinks. Well, you can't do much. I can't do much with that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not getting paid for thinking.
Does that look okay up there? Or
Oh yeah.
too much? I need something on the other
Talking
side.
about the little heart for your granddaughter's journal.
Oops, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Or I could just do that. Or But
What
I
are you
have,
trying to do, Mary?
I have this magic
I
wand
don't know.
sitting right there. I use my magic wand. Let's see. Do I want to add?
Miss Phyllis was being paged to the office, but she never showed up.
Bummer.
I'm gonna have to write her up.
Uh-oh, she's in
I'm
trouble.
gonna have to write you up, Miss Phyllis.
That side, because the other side is
I can't invite her up to join us or anybody else. Anybody in chat room want to join me and Mary up on panel? You're more than welcome. Linda said, "Oh no, yeah, Miss Phyllis. Yep, she's gonna get a write up from Mom." I don't want to use that on there.
Yeah, I like it at an angle. There we go. Alrighty, it's sealed in my fate. I added it to the corner to give it some pink love. Yeah. There we go. I have to antique some more pages, girls. I am running.
Yes, Linda, the write up. Look, your uncle put alligator clips on these poinsettias, so I can clip it. Just clip it.
Just clip it.
Yep,
Clip
just clip it.
Then they clip it.
Hey, that's better than hot gluing it though, because I mean he hot glued the clip to the plant, you know. So I mean the poinsettia. I just don't know that I want to put these on back on there. They're just so big.
Antique and a little.
I mean, I got a few berries put on there. I got a few berries put on there.
Oh yeah, I see.
If I can quit getting the glue gun stuck to my fingers, glue stuck to my fingers. Linda, are you enjoy coming home for Christmas? He's like, yeah, sure, Mom. Be right there. You can't see me. Why can't you see me? YouTube is not keeping up with StreamYard. StreamYard and YouTube are way off by several seconds and stuff.
Difference.
It's been a while since I've been on StreamYard. Oh, and Mary, I can help you do that thing, something that we were talking about here a while back, on checking and getting you that information that you wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. At least I can try. I'll put it that way. I can try to see if we can get you the information that you needed.
Okay. And taking a page here.
I'm fixing to get burnt again, y'all, probably.
There we go. Ta-da! Both pages antiqued up.
Hey, you got it. Use some like Tony said, some tea bags or some coffee.
Oh, my coffee is cold. When? Anyways.
Did you eat your sandwich yet?
Yes, I did long ago. Yep, I did do that.
I had some rice today.
Actually, I love rice.
Well, Sydney wanted pizza, so I got her pizza and a little pizza, and I went next door and got me some fried rice with some onions, fried onions in it.
I just like rice and butter.
Yeah, they made me some of that fried yellow rice. I was like, man, I would really like to have some of those crab ragoons, but until I get my teeth fixed, I can't eat them. So, Miss Tony, I hope you got you some supper. I hope you got you a power nap. And Miss Malachi, if you're out there anywhere, I want you to know I love you and I miss you.
This is in memory of Miss Malachi.
And I hope that you and Tommy are doing well. What's in memory of Miss Malachi?
This.
The bunny.
Oops. That's my bunny button.
That is too cute. It's a button?
It's a button, and they're wooden. And look at the tiny little ones.
Oh my gosh, those are adorable.
And then there's like this, and then and you can use them in journaling. Look at this one. Is this not the coolest? And then And they
adorable.
have ones like this that are like from a bunny. So it's
Those
kind
are
of
so adorable.
look at of course I have a butterfly. It's all sparkly. And then
Oh,
this is a button reserved for someone else. These are actually all buttons. It's reserved for someone else because it's a 4-leaf clover and it's the only one I have and it's all sparkly. But that button, I know where that's gonna wind up and I have a old trinket from back in the day in the gumball machines. So I
little
have
snowflake.
snowflake and somewhere this is the coolest button ever. I'm such a button
I
weirdo.
always knew you was a little flaky somehow, Mary.
Right?
No,
But
I'm
isn't
just
this interesting? It's a star. So
uh,
I was given this whole bunch of buttons and I can't
where
find
did
my
you find those at?
but a lady she found out I liked buttons because I was thinking I needed a button and I wanted a button and I asked for
Button. Who
buttons
can
and
find
so
the
they all
button?
said, oh, she likes buttons and so they gave me all kinds of cool buttons. I
Those
even
are
have
awesome.
this trinket button.
Look at that. That is awesome.
This is from the old gumball machines. These are cool. See, okay, like I have several packages of buttons ladies gave me. This is one. See, that's where these came out of. I plucked out all the bunnies because I like the bunnies. But I mean, I got buttons, so I have more packages of buttons. I even have little bitty buttons.
That's a big button, Mary. That's not little bitty.
I know, right? And really tiny buttons. I have coat buttons. I got the. Oh, I like this.
And Tony, this is the same cigarette that I was smoking earlier. I put it out.
But anyway, yeah,
I had to
think that
give.
is the coolest thing ever. I was clicking buttons. And these stamps that I have,
I
that
got you, Miss Tony. Stamps,
stamps you use with the ink pad,
right?
a whole sheet of these for $1, and I just cut them apart. So that's
Oh,
two
nice.
sheets. That's 2 sheets right there. Because I was like thinking, oh, they cost so much. They're like $3.99 for the cheapest one over there at Joann's, and then I said, do we have any? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, I thought they were stickers. I didn't know these were actually stamps.
Oh,
But the stamps, and I
that's
just
awesome.
I just kind of go like that. But if I had little pieces of wood, I would attach these like those Jenga games. If I had one of those Jenga games, I would make all stamps
Right?
out of those pieces of wood.
Shoot, yeah, yeah.
For
What you
real.
cook for dinner, Sandra?
Ooh, dinner.
She says she's mostly listening, just cooking dinner.
Oh yeah, I do that.
She's probably cooking up something good.
Oh, who's cooking me dinner tonight?
I fixed a big old pot of beef vegetable soup, and my neighbor, he said he didn't like beef vegetable soup, but thank you anyway, Miss Kim. He said. I was like, well, you're welcome.
I
How
love
can
beef.
you? How can? I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like beef vegetable soup. They like chicken vegetable soup or chicken noodle soup or, but beef. For some reason, there ain't too many people that like beef vegetable soup. But I didn't put peas in it because my kid, she won't eat peas, but she'll eat the green beans, potatoes, and carrots and the stuff. She won't eat the peas. So that's how you did that. That's how you did that rice paper with your stamps that you got there, Mary, and your
Yeah,
ink.
the one I made tonight. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's awesome.
took plain white. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I can't use this plain white tissue paper, right?
Yeah.
That's really boring, but plain white, you can see through it. If I only had something on it, I'm thinking. And then I see where some lady had some in her hand, and I'm looking at it, and the pattern reminded me of my stamps, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I came back and I tried it, and that's what that is, and it works just fine.
You're right, Tony. It does sound delicious with maple barbecue and seasoning, chicken. Oh, Sandra.
Ooh,
Yeah, I gotta get my dental work done.
me too.
Beef beef peppers and veggie soup.
Okay.
That's really good. Oh yeah, sounds good.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, you know how we take a far left turn. You know, we get on that food subject sometimes, and yeah,
Here we go again.
you're gonna make me have to go over here and drag out my blender and some vanilla ice cream and make me a banana and blueberry milkshake.
I'm gonna make 10 more folders that say pieces of ribbon and string scraps.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I have a folder for everything. If I have some of it, I have a folder for it. So
Tony, I'm not sitting here not doing nothing. I am gradually working on the wreath. See, I did get some berries on it. I didn't get many, but I put some berries on it.
I picked a couple more pages.
I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to do with it.
I literally glue something in here and then put it down and sit on it. If it works.
You're gonna sit on it. Don't sit on it. You'll mash it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make.
Oh, you want to make it flatten? Oh, okay.
I'm trying to make sure that it gets glued really nice and securely so it can be a little more rough handled because it's going to be used a bunch.
Oh, gotcha. Well, is that for your granddaughter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to make it durable for her. Gotcha on that.
I have my flower petals, leaf petals in there. And that is done.
Maybe I will injure myself with this wire again, pulling these berries apart. Prick my finger.
I have a couple of those weapons too right here. I pulled all the leaves off the end of the sucker.
Yeah, I may have to make a trip to the Dollar Tree and see what they got up there. What else I want to put on this wreath? I haven't.
Ooh, the Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. You know I go to Dollar Tree too, girlfriend.
I'll be there tomorrow night.
Oh well, I'll go up there tomorrow afternoon.
Do you need a bag?
Do I need a bag?
Would you like a receipt?
Of
Find
course.
what you're looking for.
Always got to have a receipt.
Oh yeah, and then stencils.
You know, you never know when you're going to get stopped at the door.
Right?
Oh wait a minute! I forgot. It's legal to go in and steal now.
Yeah.
For some people, it's legal. Yeah.
I forget about that. We're not supposed to mess with people when they steal.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. You know. But anywho. Are you having fun, Mary?
I have a stencil I bought at the Dollar Tree. Look at that.
Oh, you found a good stencil at the Dollar Tree?
Well, I want to show you. I just want to show you something. See how
No,
I'm
it looks like it has a bunch of letters. Okay.
I have a bunch of them in here. I haven't opened them yet, but
Oh.
they're really cool because they're soft and flexible. So for people
Right.
like me. But here's the thing I'm interested in now. I've got a piece of cardstock in here of an interesting size that I might be able to use for something. Who knows? Maybe we'll put a little ribbon there.
No, Tony, I guess I missed that video.
Then
I did see the video of this 80-something-year-old man. I think it was at Home Depot or Lowe's or one of them. He was watching people as they go out, and this guy was pushing. Oh yeah, Sydney's got some of those.
that's my.
Yeah, the dude was pushing out a cart and with some stolen pressure washers in them, about 3 or 4 of them. And the old man tried to stop him to check the receipt, and he just smacked him, just pushed him. And the older gentleman fell and hit his head up against something that was sitting there. and that man died within a week or two later. So they're looking for that guy to bring him up on charges for murder. I said, man, that's messed up. That's just messed up. So hopefully they'll find the dude and bring him to justice. But with all of this criminal activity going on everywhere,
Everywhere,
because of certain people running certain parts of the country, they want to kind of leave
because they led us to this point.
This chicken is super easy. Coat the chicken with McCormick maple barbecue rub. Bake it in the oven until done. And then I put a few drops of oil on the pan and add the chicken to skewer broth. Oh, oh, Sandra. My stomach's sitting here growling listening to that. Have you, Sandra, have you talked to Tasha lately? How's she doing? Because I haven't seen Tasha, Trish, or anybody.
Yeah, I was thinking about Trish the other day. I wondered where they ever went. I haven't hiding or heard from them.
I haven't either. I don't know if anybody else has. I know they, went to that Rumble website and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Juicy from the oven pan.
See, I save these bags like this that I'm taking these out of, and
Right.
when I'm gung ho on crafting and I want to put something on this page, but then I want to put something on the next page or the page after, I can put these between pages while it's drying and not mess stuff up. So I save those, and they do come in handy.
Yeah.
From just pulling stuff apart.
Nice. So you said Tasha's doing good? That's good. That's good. I haven't seen her do a live stream or nothing in a long time. I'm still sub to her channel. I'm still sub to a lot of people's channels.
I'm pretty sure I am too.
But
I don't know.
Tony, what you having for supper? I gotta ask. I had fried rice with onions. I had the Oriental store make it for me. What you got there, Miss?
Unicorns.
Oh, the unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah.
Miss Mary's gonna keep y'all entertained for a minute while I go get me something else to drink. I'm looking for something crunchy. You better do the crunchy while you can.
Right.
Crunchy.
Do the crunchy.
I don't like you right now, Miss Tony. I can't eat crunchy.
Yeah, Doritos are a thing of the past. Right now, anyway.
Y'all sound good though. I'd like to have some good. I would like to have a good fried chicken.
My God, yeah. Fried chicken sounds so good. I haven't eaten all day. I've been down here doing this and bringing everything down to be ready to hang out to do this tonight. And here I am, still doing this. And I love it. I got script, so that's really cool.
Yeah, you've been hard on it all day.
Yeah, I have.
Even when we talk on the phone, you're like, I'm getting my cart ready. I'm getting this ready. I'm putting this in. I'm doing this.
I've been down here since about 11 o'clock this morning, I think. What, maybe noon, maybe.
Yeah, you cracked me up when you called me when I was at the school picking up Sydney, and you're like, where are you at? And I'm like, I'm at the school picking up Sydney. Where are you at? Well, I'm ready. And I'm like, it's going to be 4:30 your time. Oh,
I had just texted you before that, and I'm thinking I'm going to be fashionably late. I'm going to step outside and have a cigarette before we start.
You did.
And I thought I did, and then I came back, and I'm like, oh, she's not there. Is she falling asleep?
No,
so maybe I'll text. No, I better call. Texting ain't going to do it. I'll still be a nervous wreck if you don't answer my call. Oh yeah, that's how that went.
Well, just put you something in your little oven there and make it crunchy.
Look, from Crafter Square at Dollar Tree. I do love Dollar Tree. This is actually kind of cool. It's got, let's see.
Let me put it back up.
It's through here. It's got a different saying. It's, what is it called? A assorted stencil. Well, that stencil wheel. Yeah.
Stencil wheel.
So it's got like in the window it shows. What does it show? Oh, I'm trying to read it backwards or what? Anyways.
Just put it on the paper and go over it, Mary, and then you'll figure
It's upside down. Oh my God. And that is so funny. Good things are going to happen, is what that one says. I wanted all little positive stuff, you know. And then this one says, start the day with a smile, which I can't help. And
you smile even on your bad days, you're even happy.
Right. I can cry and smile at the same time. Love is the same as having wings. Love. Oh, I love that one. And I finally got one with a heart. I had to buy a bunch before. I finally found one with a heart on it.
Nice.
Today, choose joy. Yes.
Hey.
So those are all nice, positive little things for embossing and debossing if I make a mistake. And I love it.
Just look at that folder. She's got all kind of stuff in there.
And they were only $1.25 a piece.
I know. It took you a while to accumulate those, but
yeah, right. I bought some last year too, before I ever worked there. But this is funny. This came with the scrapbook.
This is actually Miss Mary's live stream tonight. You know, her making her debut. No.
This came with the scrapbook, which is really expensive. And here's your debossing and embossing stuff. And let me tell you what, that is so inferior to these little Dollar Tree stencils. I'm telling you, this is a little piece of cardboard. You're not going to get very deep embossing using it. Right. But it came as the kit with an actual scrapbook. And inferior, bon. Anyways. But yeah, and then,
well, when you talk to Tasha again, you tell her Miss Kim said hi. I hope she recovered well after being sick with that C-19. I know she was having issues with her lungs there for a while and stuff. So that's about the last I heard. And as far as Trish and her husband, I ain't heard nothing from none of them. I have tried to call her a couple of times, but haven't got no return calls in a while. So but I need to catch up on some Mark Wildman's.
I know I haven't seen anybody's videos.
There, Miss Mary.
That's what I was doing earlier with the glue and see how it's coming out. It's drying.
Did you see that, Tony? Did you show that to Tony? Did you see that, Tony? Put it back up there, Mary. Let me see it again.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness! Seriously, Sandra? She had it again?
That's just for my stamp pad.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Tony's like, wow, that's so cool.
Right? That's what I say. I think it's so neat. But yeah, that was plain. I don't know what to do with tissue paper. And because I got my little stamp pad and stamps, I know how to fix that situation because nobody likes plain, clear nothingness.
Right. Well, yeah, I know Dudley was trying to get a shop up and running for the trucking and stuff like that. And of course, she's gonna have to play secretary over there. I'll call it secretary.
Yes.
She'll smack Dudley upside the head. Those two used to crack me up when they do live streams. Especially Dudley when he would make some of his little comments and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from them in a long time. Here we go. Boing, 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 boing.
Got you some ribbon there.
It was off the floor of the Dollar Tree, but it's like my hair. If you let my hair go, that's what it winds up looking like.
Yeah, well, you got pretty hair though.
It's getting really thin right now. I love these things. These are going to be the cutest little baby things. They're just little. Yeah,
baby pins. Those are
little
like baby doll clothes pins.
from the Dollar Tree. Yeah.
Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree.
I love Dollar Tree. And I love these little. You ever use these little tapes? I can't remember what they call them, wasabi tapes or something. I forget, but they're so cool. I used to use them when I made lip gloss and sold lip gloss, and I used this around my container to perk it up.
Uh-huh.
That one's kind of cool. I haven't used that one yet, but I got some sparkly.
Nice.
Oops, and I dropped one. Oh, cute. But those are for all kinds of things. I just use them for a lot of different things.
Yeah, Tony said you could use some of them little clothespins on some string and clip pictures to them.
I use those. I bought those little. Like I sent one to Tony, but I made hers glow in the dark. But but I got those little chalkboards, and I love those little chalkboard pens that are weird, but they're cool. Well, but I took one of those, and it just had a flat stand and a flat thing like this little chalkboard. So I took these and glued them on each side, and I took a piece of that silver, the little tiny tape things, and it fit perfect to go right down the edge of the thing here. Uh-huh. And it decorated it. And then I used it along the bottom edge and painted it all up and stuff because it was just bare wood, and use these so you can clip like recipe cards on it, take notes down there and there with it, whatever, or piece of mail you didn't use. So yeah, I did one of those.
Tony said yes, and she loves it, and thank you so much.
That's cool. My great niece and nephew sent me glow in the dark paint for my birthday, so that was my first experiment with it.
Hey, I got glow in the dark paint too.
I love that stuff. I'm fascinated with things like that.
We would take stencils and take white T-shirts or colored T-shirts and let the kids lay the stencil out on the shirt, and then take the glow in the dark paint and do whatever design and stuff they wanted on it, and then let it dry, and then lay it in the sun, and then they glow in the dark at night. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try something. I got some of this at Dollar Tree. Is that not the prettiest stuff ever? I don't know what the heck it is. It comes in the big tall ribbon like things. But I'm going to try to use that and make it like a piece, a solid piece with the glue. I'm going to see. I'm going to experiment with a chunk of it. Put it that way.
You'll figure out something to do with it.
I cut those out of some junk mail. Looks like newspapery junk mail. But whatever.
Hey, whatever works.
I'm still here and I still got the table, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you watch while y'all talk. Let's see, as I play with glue.
She's gonna put some more stuff on there, Tony.
Oh, I can't take it. I gotta fill this whole thing. I just got to. I must.
Yeah.
Oops, there's a little
She
something
done
there.
got addicted to making that rice paper, y'all.
Oh my God, it's so much fun to use it. It looks so nice to use it. I like it. The clear. I've learned that using the white with more white, it has a better. There's a little something there. It has a better clearness to like a sticker. The clear part around the sticker or something. Yeah.
I'll have to rewatch this video and see how she does that. I'll have to try some myself, or get show Sydney and
Finger in there.
see if I could get Sydney to do something like that.
It's really easy. That's what I like, and it's satisfying because it comes out all pretty when you're all done. It's like welding.
Yeah, it did come out nice. Oh, see, she got all kinds of little stuff back down in there.
Let's see. How can you see?
Yeah, we can see. I got you up on Front Street. Them little sunglasses she done stamped in there and stuff.
I like those, yeah. My favorite one is Find Your Way because I'm doing that one for my granddaughter.
Yeah.
It's a biggie. Let's some of this up. Yeah.
You just really amaze me of how talented you really are. In so many different fields, and so knowledgeable of different stuff.
Well, growing up with my grandpa and grandma for a little bit in my younger years, I think was a good thing for me because my grandpa was the one who pinched me if I didn't finish eating, and my grandma was the one who always encouraged me on and said, "You can do anything you put your mind to. You just amaze me." So I never thought that I couldn't. I know that I can do it. As much as I've had little confidence at times, I would walk in because I know once I get there, and like every job I ever took, I said, "Yeah, I know how to do that," which I didn't.
Yeah.
And I got my way in there, and now I've got to crunch because in a minute I've got to learn what I'm supposed to be doing here. Know.
Right.
And so, but if you look at people like they rule you, and this is a large statement here, but if you look at people like they rule your life, they kind of do because you believe they do, right? Whereas, and you look at them as Almighty God in some ways, and like you look at the police officer like he's ruling over you and you're going to bow down kind of thing. You look at a teacher in the same manner.
Yeah.
You look at the doctor and you put your hands in this man's life, and your life in his hands. I mean, and when I started to realize that, like, I worked for the guy that used to be my teacher, and then he was the mayor. At the same time, he was the principal of our school, and I came back to do my practicum after I had run away for starting a protest at school years before, and hundreds of people got suspended. It was the first day of our new principal and stuff. Yeah, it was quite an ordeal. But
say it ain't so.
I got notorious back home for that one, I guess. But I ran away at that point, yes. No, I told my mother, I lied. I said, no, that wasn't me. I didn't do it. And I painted all the signs. I organized the whole thing. I told her I could start a riot if I wanted to.
Sandra, you're right, because it can't, never could do nothing, but you can do anything you set your mind to. And that's what I always tell everybody. Don't never say you can't. I can't do this or I can't do that. Well, can't never could do a damn thing, but you can do anything you set your mind to.
My mother would often say, "Oh, you can't do that." And I'd be like, "Oh, you think so?" You know,
I'd be like,
you
oh, you
think
say
so?
I can't? Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. Yes, I
Mhm. And I did, and I started her right. I told her I could.
can.
Bad me, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was a little extreme kid. I never went back home after I left. I ran away.
You see, now you're not sitting up in the apartment all alone doing this all by yourself, jamming out to music.
No, and if anybody wanted to come by and do this, if they weren't drunk, um, I'll add that prerequisite because
Now.
that poor guy, he can't hear good, okay? And so he talks a lot of nonsense because he's drunk, but he's a nice person. He's not a bad guy. And
Yeah.
everybody, well, he stinks. Well, that's because he's an alcoholic. So, yeah, expect it.
Yeah.
Expect it.
Oh.
And I feel bad for him because he's really lonely. So I will stop and talk to him all the time, anyways. I don't care if he's drunk. If I made it through the streets, I can make it through a neighbor who's a little drunk
Right.
every day, 24/7. But nonetheless, yeah.
Now I see you going back with the brush and you're pushing up on the edges. That's so you can peel it off better.
This is so when you go to peel it off of here, because you are gluing something down,
Right.
right? So
Mhm.
when you go to peel it off, it will have easy to grab edges and such. And you
Right.
don't really have to do it all the way around, but
Mhm.
it also makes for a nicer, thicker edge for less tearing if you're gonna do it. And I didn't do that in the very beginning, but I like it. Like it's the corner here is already starting to get dried a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Well, it'd probably take it overnight because you don't got it in front of your fan or
Well,
nothing.
I'll put it
Because
up there when I go upstairs. I'll bring it right up and put it in front of my fan. I have no patience. I
you can't
want
stay up late tonight, Mary, if you have to work tomorrow now.
No, I can stay up late because I work nights, but I just can't stay up too awful late and not get anything done. Yeah,
Right.
'cause I always got stuff to do.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
and now
you're
trying
busy.
this ribbon thing. I'm really curious what I can do with this. This is a test, and
Oh, I'm gonna. I want to see how that comes out.
I'm just it sparkles, but it's so pretty and it's just so cool, and I want to see what I can do with it. So I'm gonna test her out. Test run here,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with you. Don't know until you test it and find out.
right?
You know, what's Miss Sanders say? I've always been uh, stubborn and a bit of a rebel, and I rebelled again, peer pressure, and don't mind not fitting in and going along with the crowd.
Right? Same.
That's right, Sandra. Um,
I don't actually like the crowd, but
okay,
it's
yeah,
nice.
that's what I was telling my daughter Sydney. She was sitting on my lap last night, and her and I were talking, and about all this crap that goes on in the school system and stuff like that nowadays with these kids. And I said, God brought us all here. We all have our own purpose and reason for God bringing us. And right now, I feel that the world is in the times of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's
Yeah,
just my personal opinion, and opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Um, some people may agree and some people may disagree, and that's okay because you can agree to disagree. Um, but it's like I told her, all you kids, all these kids, God brought them all here for a purpose and a reason. And until they get mentally, physically, and spiritually in tune with God, um, and let God's spirit guide them in the direction that they need to go, then they're going to go the opposite direction.
they're
You
gonna
know?
go haywire because they don't have guidance. Yes.
Yeah. I said, so, and God doesn't want that for any of his children, not us grown folks or even the new babies.
I didn't have guidance. I would have loved guidance, and I would have loved the fact that if people would have spoke to me when I was little, like I could understand them because I could,
Yeah.
you know.
That's one thing I do. I mean, I never spoke to my granddaughters in the tone that, hey, get gaga goo goo.
I
You know,
hate, yeah.
I talk to them like because they're a human. You know, they understand.
But
Um,
they didn't talk to me. It's
Yeah.
as though I didn't exist. It was like you figure it out on your own.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had to pretty much figure it out on my own, but I also took care of my younger brothers a lot. You know, but I was a kid raising kids, and then I was a kid getting married and having kids. So, but yeah, I like them sunglasses on that paper. She's got that little stamp there with them sunglasses. Pretty nifty. And then the was that Indian feather like?
Yes, I bought that one special because I love the feather. I used to wear just a little Indian feather earring.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know. You're gonna have to let me know how that blue turned out there.
Right?
She'll be sending me a picture at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a late shifter.
She'll be like, ooh, I got it. And all of a sudden, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear my phone go ping, ping.
My phone doesn't always send. I can send you a message out, and it may be 24 hours before you get it.
Yeah, sometimes.
My phone doesn't send all the time, and it doesn't tell me that it doesn't send. It just acts like it's sending, and then you go away, and then you come back, and you're like, tomorrow you come back, and you're like, it didn't send yesterday, you know?
Yeah. Well, I wish if anybody had that had me in a group chat at one point, and a couple other people in a group chat, that if you blocked any of us in that group chat, can you please go unblock us, because I can't get text messages from some people no more, you know, and they have to take screenshots and send them to me and say, hey, I texted you, but it didn't go through.
Love this.
But what you got, a ruler?
I love this ruler. It's a little metal ruler from the Dollar Tree. and I'll tell you what, you want to tear a page? This thing is so handy. It was like the last thing I was looking for before I left the other night when I left work. I was like, I got tomorrow off. I need a metal ruler. Where are they? Because I had one and I didn't know where. I might have given it to Lena. I don't know.
Yeah.
This card stuff.
Look at her. She got all kind of stuff sitting there.
This here is my.
She looked like she brought half her apartment downstairs to do crafts tonight.
But it's well organized anyway.
Yeah, I'll hand you that. It is.
My pen, my paint brush. But here, this is funny because, I come down with all this, but watch this. This is like, it's empty down in that thing there. It folds all up, the little thing, to a nothing. And here is my craft room.
I love it.
I learned to be homeless, and it helped in everyday life, in housed life.
Oh, yeah.
I never would have thought of that before.
Right. You know? That's awesome. Well, you've come a long way, Mary. You know, life tried to kick you down, but you picked yourself up and you dusted yourself off, and now look at you.
Yep. I can do anything. It's when I was homeless and they said, well, you got to do this. You should do that. You ain't going to be able to you can't. And I said, yes, I can. And I did drywall for $15 an hour for like half a day. And then I took the money that I made from drywall and I put it into a business, and I walked the woods and I gathered all the stuff and I cleaned all the stuff and I processed all the stuff and I took all the inner bark and I did all these things. And then I processed it and I paid money from the drywall to get the bottles. And then I started with handmade labels. And then I said, hey, you have a printer. If I buy the ink and if I buy the paper, can I use your printer to print my labels? And I did. And I started designing my own labels, and I designed some really nice labels. It was Grandma's Natural Cupboard, but I changed it to Natural Cupboard because GNC, I was thinking, well, that ain't too cool. So, you know, and considering it was natural remedies, I didn't figure that would probably go over well. So then within a 1 year time frame, it was bringing in $2,000 a month, easy.
Oh, wow.
And I had back product and I had repeat customers, and they loved my products because they work, because they're natural medicinals.
Nice. That's
I
nice.
did Steven Jackson on WTV. I had him advertise, and that was really hard to get him to advertise for me because he was very skeptical. He was in the beginning, but
Yeah.
I picked his show. He always looked everything up. He always backed everything he said. And I said, well, I would go with somebody, I would ask somebody like that to advertise my stuff before somebody that's questionable, you know.
Yeah.
And I liked JWTV, so I went to him and asked him, and he was like, well, I don't know, you know, because he didn't know what I had or anything.
Right.
So I said, well, give me your address.
He's a very nice young man.
I sent him a box of my products. I sent him a couple $100 worth of my products. And his mom used the antiseptic wash and got rid of a tooth infection and the pain really quickly because of the iodine and stuff in it. And I had the clove oil. I had the black walnut green hull tincture for parasite cleanse. And he said, oh, during Katrina, he had to do a parasite cleanse and it made him sick or something. And they had to go to the doctor and stuff. He says, and he's going, and this stuff works. This is really good. It works. He kept saying, I was like, yes, that's my product, you know, because I went out in the woods and I picked those ingredients and I worked hard to make those. But then it came, I was staying in a camper with no water and no heat. And it got to the point where it was winter coming. You got to go.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
I'll show you a couple of Christmas ornaments that was in this bag of stuff that I got as well. Check this little thing out.
Oh, hanging on the hanger.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Anybody for some slick high heel?
Oh, look at those. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh, that's so cute.
I've never seen those, huh?
And then there was this snowman in here. Let me turn him around this way so you can see his face. It looks like it's got a mirror on the inside of it.
That's what I was going to say.
It's got something on the inside of it. I think it's like a foil or something. But that's so cool. And then, of course, you got the little cloth snowman with the headphones. And this is really cool. The guys will like this one. I know the guys will like this one. Some of the women will like it, but mostly the guys.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
It's the deer. He's adorable. It looks like it's been stuffed and mounted. I was like, Lord, I hope I don't break the antlers.
I must be hungry. It looks like white chocolate.
And then there's 2 sets. I got 2 of these, so I'm just going to show one, but it's a pair of the angel wings.
Oh, nice. Huh.
I said, well, I can't put the angel wings with this on the hanger. That wouldn't look right because it's headless. So So I can't do that. What else was in here? Oh, the snow owl.
I love the owls.
He's cute. But they were sitting here, and they were some of the stuff that was in this bag that my mom gave me up there at Thanksgiving when I went up there for Thanksgiving. When she gave me that wreath, she's like, "Here, take this wreath home with you," and I'm like, Mom, I got a wreath, but okay." So I brought it home. I'm not going to fuss with her, you know. Hey, that deer head might look good on this wreath.
Yeah, it might.
Find a place and put it up on there. Without the string, of course. You see where I set him? I set him right there right here. I just set him there for a second and see how it looked.
Oh yeah.
He can be hiding behind the berries, eating the berries.
It looks kind of cool there.
Yeah, I just figure out a way to get him to stay in there. Well, I guess I could always use the string that. Oh well, I can get it off his antelope, his horns, and wrap it in here somehow. If there's a will, there's a way. There's a way to do it.
Well, these crafters have this great big giant cutting board. I got mine at the Dollar Tree, so I have a cutting board though, and it is priceless to me. But I still gotta laugh when I see other people's. They're like desk size, you know. And then I got mine from the Dollar Tree.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
It works. And you know, I had 3 before when I was doing the wedding invitations. I had 3 boxes of these half of a sheet of paper size cards and envelopes in nice cardstock so I had 3 full boxes. I am utilizing those. Nothing will go to waste. There we go. Let's see if I can get this underneath. Yep.
Let's see. I just told
To
Alex
say
to set an alarm for 5:30 a.m. and she said alarm set. And best wishes. She is so polite. Aw. Alexa is polite, Tony?
what?
She told him to set the alarm, and it set the alarm to wake her up at 5:30. Why are you getting up at 5:30? Is that in the morning or in the evening? No, it says 5:30 a.m. You getting off early.
Look at there.
I don't even get up at 5:30 in the morning.
That works perfect. There's my whole set all packed up. Is that not cool or what? With my stuff to dry on top so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, you done got all your craft stuff packed up?
Yeah, I've been down here with it, working on it since 10, 11, 12. I don't know. So I just packed it up, yeah. Ooh, I don't have my laptop plugged in. Let it airhead.
Well, everybody's gonna tell Miss Mary's got herself all packed up. I guess I can tell y'all thank you all for joining us on our craft adventure here today and lessons that we've learned from Miss Mary.
Who is our first?
I want to again thank everybody for stopping in. You, for Orc Wild Man, and all the ones that stopped in and didn't say hi to you. And I pray God and peace be with
my
everybody.
neighbor Deb in 208 came in. I want to say hi to Deb just in case.
Oh, well, Miss Deb, thank you for stopping in. Miss Mary's friend there in the apartment building. Thank you for stopping in and visiting with us. We appreciate that. And hope you all enjoyed everything. And if there's something y'all need to ask Miss Mary or something, feel free to leave a comment after the live stream ends, or catch us on the next live stream and ask us then. And Sandra, I've enjoyed you and Tony and everybody, Suburban Hillbilly and Ark Wild Man, my daughter Linda, Miss Ashley, Uper, and let me see who all else is Suburban. Suburban, our thoughts and prayers are with you. And Our Life, thank you so much for stopping in. I'm trying to look back and see who I might have missed. Sandy, sorry that I was experiencing difficulties and lost all of y'all, and my brother and Miss Baldwin and Miss Irene. And thank each and every one of you all very much from the bottom of my heart. I pray you all have a blessed and wonderful night. Stay safe, stay warm. We're still getting rain here in Tennessee. We've been getting rain for days, and it looks like it may clear up for a day or so, and then next week it's going to hit us again. And then when it comes in this next time, we got a big Arctic cold front that's coming in. And guys, I mean to tell you, some of that Arctic air that's coming in is minus 54. I don't know that we're going to get that type of cold air, but I know in Canada and down into the South Dakota, North Dakota, and South Dakota, and areas like that, it's minus 34 degrees. It's going to be minus 34 degrees next week. So y'all stay prayed up, stay ready and prepared for power outages. North Carolina is still Moore County, I think it is, in North Carolina. Had some of their substations shot up. So a lot of people there for over a week have been without power, and then still we're doing without power. And on that note, in Moore County, they're passing a bill to have all tattoo shops, all restaurants, and other stuff shut down.
Why?
Shut down. And I
Here we
don't
go.
know why. I don't know why. I heard that earlier today, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, we have storms that roll through and take power out. We don't never close all these businesses down. So why would you want to have a bill passed, and if people are opening their businesses, they're going to jail? That is utterly preposterous.
I don't understand that. It's illogical. After all we've been through, we need the business. We need to get out. We need to work, and it's not working that way.
So just prayers for everybody in the Carolinas, and that town in Moore County. I'm not for sure exactly where that is in the Carolinas. I haven't looked it up, but
Can I say something?
sure.
I caught something on Marfool today about just a little bit of it, and he was talking that there's worries that more of the same is going to happen on the Pacific coast, North Pacific, Northwest, whatever, because they also said that it was basically done. They knew what they were looking for, what to aim for, what they knew what they were doing. They were not inexperienced people, and then that is a little more worrisome than what they were trying to say was, homegrown wild boys kind of thing, all pissed off about something. But no, it's not. It's somebody who knew what they were doing, and they knew what to, and they don't have to get that close to shut down a whole section of the grid.
No, they don't. And if certain areas of the country here in the U.S. get hit, the whole grid system could go down.
I think there's 6 or 7 of them, he said.
Yeah.
we'll get hit. We are all done.
Yeah. So, well, hi, JH. How are you, sweetie? How's things in the Lone Star State? Hope you guys are staying safe down there.
Mm.
And Sandra's saying she's jealous because Tony said she lives in Florida and Sandra lives in Georgia. Yeah, that deep freeze is it's gonna hit south. It's gonna go below. It's gonna go further than me. So
Really? And I'm up here.
yeah. Oh, don't worry. You're gonna get the colder part, Mary, up there in
And
Maine.
I'm already like, I got my heated vest on. I got my coat, my Gore-Tex coat on, and got this on. Usually I have something like a hooded sweatshirt on.
She's ready. She's ready for the cold.
But I still, it's hard some days. My body some days feels colder than other days. And those are the days I have a rough time saying, yes, get up and go to work.
JH, I'm doing fine. I've been a little under the weather over the weekend, but all my tests and everything come back good other than a little bit of infection in the lungs, upper respiratory infection, and sinus infection. And Lee, you can quit griping over there. He is not paying you no attention, honey. He's not paying you no attention. He's ignoring you right now because you're wanting to gripe. A typical woman, she's always got to gripe about something. She's still got to get the last word in. Listen at her. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm almost there, JH. I got on it right away, so. Mary, if you want to go ahead and take your stuff up, go ahead.
I just had this funny thought that I could give you a ride up in the cart. Bumpity.
You go ahead and do what you got to do there, sweetheart. And I'm gonna let you, all of y'all in chat room, go and let y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. And I hope you all stay safe, warm, and remember God loves you and Miss Kim loves you. And I'll try and catch you all again soon. I'm going to get going. My food will be here any minute.
And I'm on my way out.
And Miss Mary's, look, we're traveling with Miss Mary as she goes upstairs.
I'm taking the elevator.
I don't blame you. I would too.
With all this. Yeah.
Well, y'all have a blessed night, everybody. God bless you. And I love you. And I'll see you all again real soon, I promise. Probably over the weekend. So if the good Lord's willing and the creek doesn't rise. So with that, peace be with you.